Hey guys, welcome back to Storyhouse Books. It's my channel, and this is Tiana, as usual. Yeah. Okay, why are you looking at these books? Well, they're not books; they're boxes. And in these boxes, are my pre-made clusters. Lots of them. I've got small ones in here. Our last video we did the mini stamp clusters right here, which are so cute. I love these things. These you can rip off and use it anytime you need. And this, like I said, this is a bunch of pre-made clusters, cluster bases, and whatnot. This box has some larger ones in it, but this is great to have pre-made. Just grab them when you need them. But the thing about clusters is, when you're working on projects, like I work on multiple ones, is that it doesn't take very long for them all of a sudden to be gone, and you need more. So I've got multiple projects going on right now that I know that this stack, while it looks like a lot, or this stash looks like a lot, won't take very long for all that to be gone. So we're going to continue our cluster journey, and we're going to create clusters today. I'm going to show you how I do them. And with these particular ones, we're going to use mostly Tim Holtz Emphera for it. The layers, the snippets, the different ephemera pieces, all that kind of stuff. Anything Tim Holtz that I can find, we're going to probably use. Even the scraps, right? So, let's go ahead and get started. I will say for transparency that I've already filmed this once. This is, well, I forgot to say it. This is the Let's Make Stuff Friday. This is episode number 2. So yeah, our last episode was the mini clusters. So we're going to do, like I said, clusters that are mostly Tim Holtz today. Different sizes. But again, going back to what I was about to say, was for transparency, I've already filmed this once. And I did the whole page, like I normally would. Normally, I would put, probably 9 clusters on a page, and I just do 9 altogether simultaneously. That's what I did in the last video that I filmed last night, and it ended up being over 2 hours long. So, I was like, okay, I'm not going to, while we finished all 9, it did take, 2 hours. So, if you think about it, it's more than, less than 15 minutes per cluster, but still 2 hours is a long video. So I figured we'd do it again. This time we're only going to do 4. Okay, only do 4. And I'll show you my process for it. I do have a process, kind of, sort of, but we'll go through that. But before we start, I wanted to do a couple of shout outs. I wanted to say welcome to my new subbies. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so glad to have you. And I wanted to announce that we've finally hit the 500 subscribers milestone. I'm so excited. I didn't, when I started this about a year and a half ago, I never thought that I, would get 500. I mean, it's not a lot compared to some of the other creators out there, but to me, it's a lot, I think it's flipping cool. So thank you guys so much for, joining the channel and joining me on this, whatever you want to call it. Just me hanging out with you guys, doing stuff, making stuff. Also, some shout outs to the guys who've been making some comments. Thank you guys so much. One of my favorite things to do is read y'all's comments and respond. You guys are so nice and so inspirational. I love you. I love reading the comments from you guys. So shout outs to Lorna, Julie, Joanne, Holly, Amber, Elkie, Penny, Peachy156. Thank you, by the way, Peachy156, for that what do you call that little tip to get rid of that one nail that I had stuck on still. It worked, so thank you very much. Suzanne, Jess, Christine, Judy, Elsie, Lene, I hope I said that right, Danae, I think I said that right too, and Kathy. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments. I really appreciate you. I love all you guys so much. So let's get started. I don't think I have any more announcements. Yes, I do. I did finally get an Instagram account. I'm a little bit behind the times, of course. But I'm going to put that link in the description. Speaking of the description, I'm going to be better at, and this is also by request from one of you guys, that you want to see a list of the supplies that I use in my videos. So instead of having that long list of common use supplies that I have in every description, we're going to get rid of that. And the supplies that I use in the video that you're watching, you'll see that list in the video, from the digitals to the glues, ephemera pieces, whatever I'm using. I will try to put there with a link to where you guys can find it in the description below. Some stuff I don't remember where I got it, so, but I'll do my best. Also, in the comments, if you guys will tell me what you guys want to see, help me come up with content for these Fridays. What you guys want to learn, or techniques that you've seen me do that you want me to bring back and show you, whatever. Let me know what you guys want to see, as I'll also be, scouring YouTube, because that's what I do. I do that too, and just check out new videos and new stuff. So anything that I find interesting that I can maybe throw my own spin on it, I'll bring that to you guys too and try to recreate that. I think that is it. Yes, that's it for announcements. So let's go ahead and get started, because we got a lot to do, and I don't want it to be 2 hours to do it all like it was before. So is this on? Yeah, that's on. Sorry, I was just checking my glue gun, because we are going to need it for a minute. Okay, how do I make my clusters? Well, I do, like I said, I do have a process. I start with bases. Now, what's a base? Base can be anything from a piece of paper, coffee dye paper, scraps, anything. I have some other examples here. These are Tim Holtz cards, inserts, you can use those. Cut these up and you got plenty of bases. We've got these guys. I got these from Temu. They're the cards, actually. They were stickers, and I put them on cardstock and stamped them up, did some inking on them, some mixed media. I'm actually going to do a Let's Make Stuff video showing you how to recreate these with stamps and how to ink them. But these can be bases. Actually, I think I'll keep one out. I'm going to do one of those. We've got these. These are just some cards that I did some stamping clusters on. Totally cool. You can use this as a base. And I was going to do a video on these, how I did those, right? These are some stamped labels, some large ones that I did as clusters as well. I think these are totally cool. Cute. Love them. These can be bases, or you can just stick them on a project, on a page, make them a pocket, whatever. How cute are these? I love these. I mean, come on. Cute, cute, cute. You can use those as bases. Playing card, a tag, any scraps that you have. Scraps can be bases, right? Anything. Oh, I got this. Here's a flashcard. That can be a base, right? Anything you got can be a base, right? So let's start with that. So we're only going to do 4. So let's go ahead and put these out here. So like I said, I work on my clusters in a group simultaneously, not one at a time. So let's make some large ones, and then we'll make some smaller ones, yeah? So we'll use that one. We'll also use one of these stamp clusters out here, I guess. We'll use one of these. Sure, why not? There's 2. We'll make a larger one. Let's use one of these Tim Holtz cards here. Why not? And then let's use this scrap here. So there's the 4 we're going to use, right? Okay, let me put these to the side, out of the way. Now, what do I have as far as supplies? Well, let's talk about that. Important tip: when I make my clusters, I make sure to have what I want like all around me, right? I don't want to have to go searching for it, because it'll drive me crazy and I won't find something. It is best to have all your little your bits and bobs. From labels to stamps to buttons to lace to ribbons to inking, little tags and whatnot. Anything, labels, snippets, whatever. Anything you want to put in a cluster, have it around you, right? Because we have I'm sure if you guys are like me, I have a tendency to grab what's within arm's length, right? I don't want to have to go searching all over my room to find something when I'm making a cluster. I just want to grab what I got, right? So that's tip number 1. Make sure you have it all, close by. Things you want to use. Number 2. So let's go ahead and get started with well, it's not number 2, but let's start with my process. Again, I start with the bases, and I am going to ink these. And for those of you who are new, if you're wondering why she's showing me her inking process, I know how to ink. Well, maybe you do. Maybe some people don't know what I'm talking about. Inking is just getting rid of the light edges and distressing the edges a little bit. Also, for those of you guys who are new, you will notice a lot of my videos are kind of long. That is because I do my stuff start to finish. I don't stop unless I'm taking a break, but I don't edit out parts. I think that's what I mean, more than anything else. I don't edit pieces out. You get to see everything from the mistakes to the successes to the happy accidents, all of it. So if you're gonna like right now you're watching me ink. Well, you're gonna watch me ink. But, if you don't want to, feel free to fast forward. I've had plenty of my subscribers say that they enjoy the longer videos that I do, because they don't want to miss anything. They like the process. They want to see and learn everything. So, until I start getting complaints that they're too long, we're going to continue to do them that way. So, That's why you're watching me ink. There have been times where it's rare, that I'll do things off camera that are highly repetitive. Like if I'm doing a large 4-panel folio and I've got like all these pages to stamp, to ink and sew and attach, I may do a couple of them on camera and then do the rest off. But for the most part, you're going to watch this stuff start to finish. All right, here are our bases that we're going to use for our clusters today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue here and I'm going to just take a little dab and I'm going to attach it to the paper just to stabilize it so I don't have to pick it up and hold it. And I can work on all 4 of these at once, right? And I only put a little dab because I'm actually going to rip these off the paper once they're done. And there we go. You don't have to use hot glue. You can use regular glue. I just don't have the patience to wait for it to dry. So I use hot glue because it dries fairly quickly. All right. Next step for me. I usually start adding like strips, whether it's lace, fabric, ribbon, paper strips, whatever. That's what I do next. And they're usually vertical or horizontal. So let me grab my box of strips. And we will, dropping stuff all over the place. I've got so much stuff around me right now that I have literally this amount of room to work in now. Okay, I'll put that over there. Let's bring this box over here. Okay, so I have some strips here, or just some scraps, Tim Holtz scraps, because like I said, most of the items or elements in these clusters will be Tim Holtz, right? So I went and grabbed some of my Tim Holtz scraps. So I also have this box of strips. Anything from these guys that I have a punch for, right? Little spiral notebook edges, to some of the paper edges that you can buy from Tim Holtz. Some of these are like, this one is just washi tape put on paper, you know. Others are just paper strips, right? Some of these are just, scraps. Or like this one is stitching, that I did, and cut it off. I think it's a really cool idea. So that's what I mean by just strips, right? And I have so many in here that I think I need a bigger box so I can see. I think we're going to need a bigger box to see what I've got. Anywho, that's what we're going to use for the strip part. Now, all right, let me pick something out of here and show you what I mean. All right, I'm going to cut this down. Actually, I need to cut this in half because I do want to use this on something. I'm going to put my scissors. I don't have my scissors, y'all. In my cart over there. Okay, so I think I do want to use this on one of these. I think I'll use it on here, and then I just kind of lay them out as I go along, and I'll do that for all 4 of these, right? Picking out kind of what I want to use. We'll see here. I think I kind of dig down that. And what else? Let's see, can I do this one here? I think I like that, or do I want to do something like that? Kind of like the red. Let's do that. I'm going to put 2 on this one. Kind of skewed a little bit. Alright, what else? Can we use this stuff on another one? Let's see if I got a little bit longer one. Yeah, okay, we'll use it on here. Short one. What else have I got? That's a little much. So yeah, I'm looking through strips, and like I said, you can choose anything you want. But again, this is just my process, how I do them. Yeah? Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one here. And we need something for right there, something a little darker, but not as dark as that map one. About like this. I think I'm gonna put 2 on here. Something like that. And you'll also notice when I lay down my elements, everything is kind of, well, not kind of, it is at right angles. I'm just that way. I can't get down with the whole, throwing elements on, like, just willy-nilly and staple them together. I can't do that. I can't do it. I wish I could, and those clusters look great. I just can't. I don't know what it is that makes it to where I can't do it, but I just can't get on board with that. What do you think of that? That's kind of cool. Or do I like it better up here? I like look at that. It's kind of cool. I like that. So this is one of my strips that I did some stitching on. And I'm kind of digging on that. So let's do that. I've been wanting to use one of these anyway. So put that away. And I think I shouldn't have cut it so short. I think I would have liked it a little longer. Dang it. I should have made it longer. That's alright. It'll work. I'll still make it work. Still make it work. Still make it work. Let's put it down here a little bit. I'm also very, I don't know if it's finicky or picky or anal about my clusters and the position of things. And I'll share something else with you guys. I don't normally film my clusters, and there's a reason. I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. How's that? That better? Let's straighten this up a little bit. I think that's a little bit better for you guys. Okay. I don't normally film cluster making because it stresses me out. Clusters sometimes do stress me out. I start overthinking it, and I'll just sit here and stare at it, right? Which nobody wants to watch that, right? So I'm taking a risk here, so bear with me. I may take a little break just to walk away from it if I get overthinky and I get stuck. But my best clusters usually come out when I just start throwing things down, right? So that's another tip. Try not to overthink it. You know, I mean, I think everybody does it at some point. You get like stuck like, oh, we want this and we want that, we want to look this way, blah, 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 whatever. But, and like I said, I'm guilty of it all the time, where I have to walk away from it. But if you do get that way, do what I do. Just walk away for a minute, come back to it. I've got some sheets over there that, you know, they're halfway done, and I just had to walk away because I couldn't, you know, something wasn't clicking, right? Just a little bit of advice on that, which may very well happen during this video. I may walk away from it for a minute. Okay, so next thing, yes, we're going to ink them. We're going to ink them. Of course, we're going to ink them. And there we go. Put that one there. I think I want some more edging there too. Let me find another piece that I might like there. What about, let's see. I've got so much stuff in here. I think I need a different box to store this in because I can't really see everything that I have. Oh, I kind of like this up there. I like that better, I think. Yeah, I like that better with this. With that part. Yeah, I think I like that better. Get over there. Alright, for you, we need something else. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? I think that'll work. Up to that 7. Yeah? That number. Something like that. Here we go. You're over there. Now I'm kind of thinking I want this on there. I love word in the green. Just checking, you guys. I know. You're like, move on, lady, move on. You already decided. Well, yeah, I did, but you know, I can always change my mind. I'm a woman. What do you think? Like that better or that? I think I like that better. See, I don't change my mind if I want to. I'm gonna change my mind if I want to. I'm a lady. And we do that, right? We're allowed. Okay. So where were we? We're inking, yes? Okay. So again, this is my second step here. There's that. And then we'll go and attach them all. I have a kind of a specific way that I attach all my elements as well. And I'll explain that in a second when we get there. Like I said, I do all of them at the same time, so I do, you know, just go around the board, around the page rather, and do the same thing, same step to each one, until I get to about 3 or 4 layers in. Then I start focusing on one at a time. We'll get there. I hope this video isn't as long as the last one. God, it was over 2 hours, you guys, and that even then, my camera, actually on my phone, the battery died and I didn't know it, so it would have been closer to 2.5 hours to finish those 9. But they were pretty big and they came out so good. They really did. I really liked them. Okay, this upside down. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's put these down. What am I going to use? I am going to use art glitter glue because this is paper on paper. Now, when I glue down my elements, I don't cover the whole piece with glue. Number one, because I don't want it to get on the paper because I'm peeling these off later, right? Number two, I want to be able to put things behind it. So this is where I was talking about my process is kind of a little weird. I don't build my clusters from bottom up, right? I like to give myself the option to put something behind here if I want to, right? Which I always do. So what I do is when I glue mine down, I only glue them in the middle and like a little bit, like it's just a little bead of it. That gives me the option to add to it from behind if I want to. Okay? Now, I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's what I do. I don't want to have to rip up an element to put something behind it. So right here, it's right there. And I'm going to put this here. Okay? And again, just in the middle. Or this one's going to be on the edge, because this will be underneath something already. And here. Okay. Alright, this one I'm just going to put a little glue on here. This one just down the middle. Like I said, this leaves me the option to add underneath it without having to tear anything up, right? And then I'll go back after I'm done and you know, secure anything that's sticking up that isn't glued all the way down. But if I know it's going to be an element that's already going to be underneath something, I will glue down the whole piece. Like that one. It's going underneath here. Okay, all right, that's that step. All right, next step, I'm going to start looking for larger pieces to put in the center. More, it may end up being the focal point, it may not be, who knows, but I'll start putting a larger piece in the center. So I'm going to grab some of this Tim Holtz Emphera here and start putting, you know, deciding what I want to put down. I may use labels, I may not, I don't know, we'll see. I think I want something longer, a little horizontal for that one. Now this is where it can get a little bit overthinky. Is where it starts, right about here for me. Okay, like that one, like that. That'll work there, I think. What else have we got? Let's see what else we have over here. Da 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 da. Some more Tim Holtz stuff. Let's see. What about this guy? Sure, why not? Actually, I want that one or this one. There we go. I like that. Let's put these four down. And then we'll start adding some more pieces as we keep going. Yeah? Alright, so I'm also going to distress these. What do I mean by distress them? Well, I'm going to grab my scissors, and you can, Tim Holtz has a tool that actually does this, the paper edging distressing, and I just rub it down the sides, roughs up the edges, kind of to bring a little bit of a dimension to the element, lifts it a little bit off the page, and then I'll ink it. Yeah? And again, I'm only going to put glue. You know, I'll make sure I put my needle somewhere so I don't lose it. Down the centerpiece, down in the middle here. Yeah? Got all that straight? Yeah, okay. Ooh, I kind of like that right there. Huh. Yep, I like that there better. That's where that one's going. So this is where the layering starts. I just start adding pieces to it, yeah? At this point, there's no real rhyme or reason. The only real things that I stick to are the first two steps. A base and then the strips, right? Then it's kind of like a free-for-all. I started looking for these larger pieces, and you'll notice that I also... What am I doing? Talking. I also... see, I didn't even ink that. I'm just... I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm trying to explain myself and not doing what the steps I'm trying to explain. Again, all my stuff, as you'll notice, is perpendicular. Yeah, they're all that, mine are all that way. If you look at them, every element is perpendicular to something else, right? Okay, let's keep going here. I'm gonna grab something else for here. Kind of like that. Something a little bit longer, so maybe something like this would go. Yep, I like that, so let's do that. This one here, I kind of like this label, so I want to put this on here somewhere. Yep, and another one for here. Let's see what we got. I'll do some changing here. That too much? That's too much. I like that over here. Put that there. Kind of dig on that. Yeah, I got that. And I like that. Okay, let's keep going. It's getting kind of like muted. I want to bring some color into this somewhere. I want to bring some color right there. Bang. Yeah. And what about doing that? Not upside down. Still like it over here, I think. Yeah. And then that with this. It's bringing some little color to it, right? We like a little bit of color. How about some red? What do you think about some red in there? That might work too. I mean, it's totally clashing with the yellow, but for some reason, I'm kind of digging on it. I don't hate it. I'm leaving it. Leaving it, leaving it, leaving it. Okay, let's distress some more pieces here. And then we're going to start adding some snippets and labels. And so far we've used, as far as the elements going on top of the bases, all Tim Holtz so far. So we're going to try to stick to that. And perpendicular. I also don't like my edges to meet, so you'll see there'll be, you know, just kind of a little step kind of action there. They won't be like, I'll never put one right up against this one like this. Never. It'll always be a little bit off. Always, always. Always, always. I don't know if anybody else like just thinks the way I do. I know maybe I'm is it weird? Is that weird? That all my stuff is perpendicular? That could be my OCD or my ADHD. I don't know. I'm a little, I told you guys before, I'm a little weird about things. I'm gonna put this one kind of like that, I think. Yeah. And again, down the middle. I think we are going to use some paper dolls as well for these. I love putting those on right around the end of when I'm finishing it up. You know? Okay, again with the distressing. So here's where, like I said, I decided if I'm going to start going for the smaller bits, like the labels and snippets. Some are going maybe I might use some stamped labels that I stamp myself, but I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna try to stick with this Tim Holtz for this one. It's like I have a lot of it, and I need to use it instead of hoarding it. It's not doing anybody any good in boxes. Maybe we'll put some eyelets on these too. I think would be nice. Where I'm going with these, I'm thinking these are going grungy. Big shocker, right? And we'll do some stamping over the top at the end, some little speckling, stippling, whatever. Coffee stains, I don't know, something like that. But if you want to be able to build up and down, gluing just in the middle is key to doing that, to being able to do that, to give yourself the freedom to do that. So, it is Friday here in Georgia. I hope you guys have some cool plans. I do not. I plan on working, get some things caught up, and of course filming, because I still have to film tomorrow's episode. I've got Sundays ready to go, but I haven't done Saturday's parts. I think it's 19. I think we're getting into the decorating of the lap book. It's time. I think it's almost time. That's another reason why when we're gonna need clusters. As you know, I'm gonna cluster that baby up, and we still have to make the tags and the cards, so that we see. I'll have to go in and measure, see how much space I gotta work with, and we'll have to create those and decorate those, and the pockets and the charms. Maybe we're gonna have those and blah, blah. Yeah, there's a lot still to do. Oh no, I still gotta show you how to make that middle spine piece. It's the specimen flip out little deal that I was showing you guys in the last episode. I want to put that in the inside spine, and that one takes a while to make, so that may be an episode right there. I have no idea how long this is going to go. Like I said, we're on episode 19 or part 19 now. It could be, who knows how much longer it's going to take. All right, so there we are. We're doing pretty good. Now, these are great already the way they are. We're going to keep adding, okay? I'm going to grab my snippets, and we're going to start back building, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. Like that. I'm going to go right underneath here with this one. And this is where I start focusing. I won't go all the way around. I might start focusing on one piece on its own. I'm going to get some water here real quick. Excuse me, you guys. Okay. What else have we got here? I like that big piece right there. I'm putting that there. Yep. I like it. I like it. I like it. This is a stamped label that I did with, these are Crafty by Tony stamps, actually. And I do want to do a stamp episode, show you some of the new stamps that I got. I've been saving, and then I went hog wild and got, oops, I forgot to distress it. I got some Crafty by Tony stamps. I got a couple of Tim Holtz for Halloween, stamp sets. I am done for stamping for a while, collecting for a while, because, well, it's an expensive habit, needless to say. But I got almost everything that I wanted. There's a lot of things out there I still want, but I had to talk myself out of. Gotta stay within budget, right? Put that one right there. I like that right there. Is that straight? There we go. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's grab some snippets and just start sticking them in here. Now, like I said, I start back building at this point. Like that. There. I don't think so. I don't think it needs it. What does it need? Do I want to start building out this way? That's the other question. Do I want to start building out from here? I could. But I don't think I will. I'm kind of liking it the way it is. I think I'm going to put a paper doll on it and call that one done. I might actually put, you know what? These little guys. I love these things. These are, I use this banner punch or a fishtail, whichever you want to call it, to punch these out. And I saw Crafty by Tony do this once, and it's amazing what these little things can do to change and finish up a piece. I don't know why that is. I really don't. So I'm putting one right here. See, I love it right there. I don't know why. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know why. It just works. It just works. I think I want something small coming up here. Yep. I think it needs a button. What do you guys think? Button. Who's got the button? Or do we want to put a flower on it? Let's do a flower. Let's see what we got. I've got some flowers here that I sprayed with some Tim Holtz mica spray. Got some metallic looking bits here. What do you guys think? I think it might be kind of cool. One of these on here. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I don't hate it. I think it's staying. Yep, it's staying. So is that. And I think I might bring some more color to it. So let's find a color snippet. Is that upside down? Yes. Go out here to this edge maybe a little bit. I do like that. Maybe that's just a large one. Yeah, okay. That one is where I want it. So let's go ahead and put these pieces down. I'm going to use the glue gun for the flower here. Is it on? Yep, it's on. Okay, good. Put that up there. Alright, this guy needs to be distressed and put in. And I think I still want to put like a large number on it somewhere. That is another key piece that I try to put in, try to incorporate somewhere is numbers. Or like a word, something like another piece to stick out, right? Or what do they call it? A focal point? Yeah, like that there. Come up. Okay, and then I like that little piece down there. My fingers are getting inky, let me tell you, goodness gracious. And you'll notice, like I said, I'm going up and down in the layers. Behind stuff, on top of stuff. All of that now. And that is the main reason I glue down things the way that I do. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Like this guy here, and this one I think is done. Minus the paper dolls. I really want to put a paper doll on here. I love adding paper dolls to clusters, the big ones like this. Is that where I want that one? I want a little bit higher up. I think I want a little higher up, right there. Yep, well, that's down there now. Alright, let's go ahead and start gluing down this big piece, because I don't think I'm going to add much more to it. I don't think. I might do a longer piece maybe before it dries. Should I? Like a piece kind of sticking out right here. Maybe, ooh, you know what? How about a blank label sticking out the side a little bit. Like that. Yeah, I like it. Yep, let's just rest it and put it in. It's happening. So there's an example right there of not overthinking a piece. Once you put it in and it looks good, just stick it in, put it in there. 9 times out of 10, more often than not, it'll be just fine. And if it's not, put something else on top of it. I've done that before where I didn't like a piece and I covered it up later. You can do that too. There, I like that right there. Just sticking out a little bit. I'm going to glue it down because I'm not going to go out any further. I don't want it to fall off. Let's get it straight. Come on, straighten up before it glues. There we go. Alright, yeah. Alright, paper doll, that one's done. Next, let's focus over here, yeah? Let's add this one in. And most of these are all Tim Holtz snippets, whether they are from the Curator pack, like pre-made, or I've stamped them with the Curator stamp set. Some of these are actually stamped ones. I like that one there, so we'll put that one there. Again, just stab and go, stab and go. And I'll continue this layering process, you know, until I feel like it's done. At this point, like, there's no, I'm winging it at this point. I mean, I'm grabbing snippets, yes, and I'm, you know, filling in spaces. But at this point, it's just filling in spaces with stuff, right? And layering until I'm satisfied with it, where it is. Okay. Another. I'm trying to grab some small ones now. I need some more with some color. These are all very muted. I need to bring some color into these guys. There we go. Just there. Or do I want to put one of my little banners down here? I might put one of my little banners down here. I want one of the green ones. I've got some that I've punched out from like old file folders. And they look really cool, small pieces. The green, the dark green. What do you think? Yeah, I think I like that. Come on, turn around here for me. Work with me here. Like that there. Maybe this one stays where it is. Come on. Yeah. I think we need something large right there. So let's grab a larger snippet. Something with some color. Like that. I think that works. Yep. Yep. I like all this. Okay, that's going in. Ink up this little banner piece. And I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Like I said, this is a by request. Several who wanted to see how I make my clusters, and this is how I do it. Okay, right here. Just gonna go up inside a little more, I think. Come on, get in there. Get in there before the glue dries. I think that's as far as it's gonna go. Right there. Yep, okay. And then this piece here. Make sure I'm still in frame. Are we still good? I think we're still good. Yeah. Okay. And then sometimes even I'll add some more texture by just crumpling up the element itself, unfolding it with all those little creases, run my dauber over it, and it'll just hit those creases and give it a little bit more texture, like that. See? Look at that. Cute, right? I think so. I like it. And again, perpendicular placement. Okay. I'm going to stop with that one for a minute because I think I'm going to go and start putting some like mini snippets in there. I may go back and do this one too. I don't know yet. Okay, it's more over here. Let's do this one. Let's see what we think here. I think I'm going to put one of those banners there. I like that right there. Again, like I said, everything's perpendicular. I try to put things at different angles before. I don't know what it is about it. It just, like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. I want to. I tried to. But my brain says, oh no. Fix that right now. Okay, what else we want to put in here? Let's grab some small snippets. I'm going to grab a few small ones and just throw them over here. I love putting little tiny ones in. Ooh, there was one went flying. So I was going to put a banner over there, didn't I? I need a bigger one right there. Some more color, maybe? Nah, it's too much color. Too much color. Alright, I think I'll dig on that right there. Just a little bit of scraping makes all the difference. I'm going to glue this one down. There we go. Alright, let's grab a snippet or a banner here. Let's find one that we like. How about this with a pinstripe? Have we used a pinstripe? Yeah, we've already used that one already. How about just a solid black one? Is that too much? No, that works. Do I like it there? Do I want it over here more? I think I like it over here more. I'll put a paper doll on that side. Yep. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't gotten too overthinky yet. Not too bad, I don't think. Because we're making a good time here. I kind of want to put a button on this one. What do y'all think? Let's see what we got here. Button. Who's got the button? Oh, I want a big one. Maybe put a round element there, like a circular element somewhere over there. What do you guys think? Let's see what we've got here. I do want to put a number on this, so what about, that was not fully stamped all the way. There's a little bit better one. That looks good. I like that. That's staying. That looked cool. I like these little ovals. Okay. I am gluing this one down. I'm not going to put anything else behind it. Yeah, right there. Like it. Yep, paper doll right there, paper doll here, paper doll right there. We may go back in and put some more stuff in behind that even still. Okay? Alright, let's grab some more little ones here. I think I might put one right here maybe. I may wait. I like that though. It's upside down. I'm not going to distress this little tiny one. I just don't want to. That's why not. Just don't want to. Go. Alright, there's another element there. Alright, let's work on this guy. Let's see. How about this one? This is one I stamped and then I inked with some oxide. And I like that. I'll do that. We're almost done, you guys. I wonder how we're doing on time. I have no idea how long this video is right now. I'm trying not to look. I do know it's much shorter than the other one. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay, there we go. Is that straight? Yeah. Alright, we need something here, so I'm going to go back to my banners here. Let's find something else. What else have I got in here? I got lots. About... No, not quite. This newspaper we want black. No, I can't even see that one. Alright, so we need something that sticks out more. A little more contrast, yeah? The herringbone. What do you think? Not quite. Not that one. No. Not clicking with that one either. Ooh, this one might work. Kind of like that. But I like it over here more. Right there. Yep, that's where that was going. Ooh, but that backside is cool too. I kind of want to do that. I'm gonna do it. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Not even thinking about it. Just doing it. There. Okay, is it straight? Almost. There we go. Okay. Keep going with some more snippy snippies. Snip, snip, snipperoos. How about there's some more green over here? I've done a lot of green on this one already. Something on top of there. Maybe do something even smaller. What do we think? I want to do something small and horizontal. Looking through my little snippets here. Ooh, I like this. Right there. Yep, I like that one. And again, that's what I do. I just keep layering until I'm ready to stop. Sometimes I'll actually do these unfinished and just leave them as neutral bases to add to when I'm ready to use a cluster, and then just customize it for that project, right? So I've been known to leave them just like this without adding anything else to it, and then I'll add more elements later on, right? This one is about done. I think we need something here. And I'm almost thinking it needs to be bigger, something larger. So what about that? I do like that there, but I think I like it on top as the focal point. I do. This is one I stamped. This is not Tim Holtz. This is I believe the stamps I used to create this particular label come from 3 different Crafty by Tony stamp sets, as a matter of fact. Okay, I'm gonna glue this one down. Oh, come on, work with me here. All right, that one's done for now. All right, so here we are. Next part, I'm going to add the paper doll here. I don't always. Sometimes I leave it here and I'll add a big, huge number or something at this point, which I might go back and do. I may still go back and do. I do like having numbers, and I think this one needs one. As a matter of fact, oh, I put those in the wrong slot. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. I put my snippets back in the wrong compartment. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Oh, no. Okay. Relax, Tiana. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. Just relax. Okay, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Oh, kind of like that. What do you guys think? That looks cool. I like that little bit right there. That's staying for sure. I don't know why that just jumped out at me. I like it though. And some clusters can be more complicated than others, right? Like this one versus that one. But they both still look fine. All right, let's switch to paper dolls here. And let me grab my itty bitty ones. And then we'll see how far we are. We can call them quits yet. All right, am I still in frame here? Let me pull this one, push this one up a little bit. And grab a little more water. Alrighty, now, you know what I'm actually thinking too? Maybe some cheesecloth would be good. So I've got some over here that I spray stain with either simple spray stain, like this is black soot spray stain on cheesecloth. This one is actually two different sprays. It's walnut stain, spray stain. And it's kind of like a it's be kind of mossy. Sprayed that with this distressed mica stain in Wicked Elixir to get this kind of green mossy color. And then I have one that's in just walnut stain. If I can get all the scraps out of it, just the walnut stain. So I'm thinking we might use some of that too to finish these up. Okay, paper dolls. Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm just going to put some on right on this one, I think. This one or black? I think I like the black to go with the little banner. Just a little bit right there would be nice, I think. Let's just snip off a piece, glue it down. Yeah, I like it right there. And for doing this, I'll use Fabritac because it's, you know, cloth. It's kind of. Come on, get out. Is it coming out? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Just that, and then I'll just roll my bottle over so it doesn't get stuck to my finger. There we go. Just a little cheesecloth accent there. And then, let's see, let's start parsing through these here. Now I'm looking at it. It's something. I think, I don't like that. No, not quite what I'm looking for. I think a gentleman would look nice there. Bigger. Where are all the gentlemen? So many. Oh, women. Where's the dudes? I need a dude. That one looks kind of nice right there with him leaning kind of up there. Close, but not quite. Nope. Where are all the dudes? I need a dude. The ladies are lovely, but I need a dude. A couple dudes. No, not quite what I'm looking for. There's something I'm looking for, and I'll know it when I see it. Like that. I like that. Something is missing on here, though. And I can't put my finger on it just yet. I don't know what it is. It's something on this side. I don't know. I think it's fine. Maybe a number or something. Let's see if a number will make me feel better. Let's see here. What about? I don't think that large there. Not that quite that big. That does help it out a little bit. You know what I'll do is I'm going to cut some of this, I'll cut it down. Maybe that'll make me happier. It's not so big. What do you guys think? Well, we're about to find out. You know, I keep talking about wanting to do a live session. I would love to like get comments as I'm working on a piece, or get opinions from people, see what they think. Like, you know, I ask these questions and I'm just talking into a void. But a live session would be cool. What do you guys think? Anybody just want to do a live one of these? Let's make stuff videos. Don't you want to talk to me? I'm just kidding. Kind of. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I think that's better. It really stands out. Ow! Neck. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Something happened to my neck just now. Ouch. That hurt. That's too muted. I think we'll go with this one. What do y'all think? Yeah? Maybe? No, we'll go with this one. Let's distress the number a little bit. It's a little too bright for my liking. And we'll glue this down if I get the glue to come out. There we go. What about right? I want it there? Or do I want more down here? I think more down here. And a little bit this way. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay. Now I'm better. I feel better. All right, let's put this dude down. We're doing good on time. I did sneak a peek, and we're right about an hour, so that's right in line with normal video time, not 2 hours. I kept thinking about it all day, like, should I post it? Should I post it? I mean, it's 2 hours. It didn't seem like that to me at the time, but it was definitely 2 hours and 20 some odd minutes. Okay. I'm gonna put him right here. Right in the butt cheesecloth. Alright, I think that one's pretty much done. Now I might want to put a button on it. I kind of haven't decided. I want to put a button on it. I'm thinking about putting one right there. You know what? We'll put an eyelet on it. That'll make me feel better. Oh, and I kind of don't hate that. I'm going to leave it sitting there free. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, next. Alright, this one's got some game boards on it. Maybe another gentleman. Or a little dude. A little dude. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. What do y'all think? What do you think? What do you think? Ah, just throw that anywhere, Tiana. Oh, he's cute. Shut up. How cute is he? He's too small, but he's cute. Let me see how you look over here. Leaning up against that. I wish you were taller. Wish you were taller. I wish you were... I like that, but something's missing right here. Let me see. So this is where I'll start to notice things are missing, obviously, like I just said. Something's missing. And I'll go back and start filling some places in. Yeah? Like I'm doing right now. So, something needs to be right there. Something, for sure. That's better. Okay, let's put that in there. I don't think it needs to be distressed much. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know if it's habit or just an OCD thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have to do it. Must distress. I must distress. Distress, distress. We must distress. Buy it new and then tear it up. Yes. That's exactly what we're doing. Alright. I think I'm okay with him being here. What do you guys think? Should he be more over on this... down here? No, I don't want him straddling the flag or the little banner thing. That looks weird. I think I like him down there versus up here. But I don't want his feet hanging off so much. Uh-oh. I feel it creeping. Creeping on. Analysis paralysis. If I put him here, something's missing there. I think I'm going to put him right there, smack dab in the middle. Yep, doing it. Should we put some cheesecloths on there? Maybe that'll help. My anxiety. about it. Let's see. Do I want to put some cheesecloth on here? Let's see. Just throw it on there real quick. Yeah, I kind of do. I think I want to do brown now. Let's do the brown. Or the walnut stain, I think. I like that better. Just going to cut off a snippet here. There we go. I think I'll put that here with him on top of that. Yeah, I like that better. Let's do that. Okay. Fabritac, please. Alright, we're almost done, you guys. Just 2 more to finish off. Okay, just roll it down. Make sure it stays down. Okay. Did we ink him already? Yeah, we did. Did we? Yeah. It's not very well. There we go. Okay. I'll set him right here. There we go. Yep. All right. Now this one definitely needs a lady, I think. Would be nice right here. Something a little darker. Like that one. I think is nice. What do you guys think? Kind of like a teacher kind of deal going on right there. And I don't think it needs cheesecloth. What do you think? Should we put some green on there with her? No, I think she's fine by herself. I think. That's what I think. Right there. I may go back and put cheesecloth on it later. Cheesecloth on it later, maybe. I don't know. But for now, I am not going to. She doesn't necessarily need it. Okay. And this last one here, I think we want somebody sitting again. No, they're too far apart. That kind of works. It fills in the space nicely. Let's see. What else have we got here? I do kind of like the 2 gentlemen together. No. I think I might like that one a little bit better, and I think I may put cheesecloth on this one too. Let me just pop out these little cutouts here. Come on. There we go. How about some green on this one since we got so much blue and green already on it? I'll put this one kind of in the corner a bit like that. Yeah? So we're going to put glue all over here. Lay this back down. So, roll it out. Like so. Let's do some inking here. My nose itches. Oof. Come on. There's a lot of space to ink. You think it's so hard to ink and not, you know, bend the piece. Okay. Alright, I think we're good with that. And let's get some glue on here. I hear my kitty scratching at the door. She wants out. She's just gonna have to wait just a few more minutes, darling. Mommy's almost done. Oh no! It stuck to my finger. I've got Fabritac on my fingers. My finger's all sticky. Come on now. Stay put. Okay. Stay put. Need something else to it. What is it? What is it, y'all? What is it? I think I'm gonna put that button on there too. I'll put my glue back on. See if it's still working here. Yep, it'll work. Okay. I do want to put that button on there. Button, button, button. Who's got the button? Which side? I want that side or that side? I think I want this side. I do want that side. Come on, glue. Come out. There we go. I'm trying to burn myself here. I don't know why, but that button kind of works right there. No, it does. This one. Does it need anything else? I kind of feel like it does like right here. Something maybe circular? Let's see what we've got here. If I had that number in another color. Let's see. Maybe it's a number it needs too. Let's see here. What do I got? Hold, please. Your call is very important to us. That too bright? Maybe? I feel like it needs something right there. Maybe it just needs another element like a button. Not that one, though. It's that clock we can put on there. I don't hate that. What do you guys think? That's going to bring a lot of bulk to that piece. That's too much bulk. That's something else you have to consider. If you're going to put these in your journals or in a folio, consider your bulk. If you're going to use buttons and stuff, like this one right here, that thing right there is about 1/4 of an inch thick. I've used those before. I love those buttons, but it does add a lot of bulk to a page. A lot. So I'm very careful with the buttons that I choose when I put on these pieces nowadays. And I hate that I don't get to use that button a lot, except for on a cover, because it's just too bulky. You know what I mean? Just too much. I'm trying to scrape off the extra glue. There we go. That's better. I like that. Maybe some eyelets too. What do you guys think? Yeah? Eyelets. We love putting eyelets on things. Well, I do. Let's put some eyelets on here. Like right there for sure. Alright, for the next thing I want to do is I'm going to peel these off. So you'll see how easy they just pop right off. That little bit of glue that you put on the back to keep them stable. And nobody will ever see the back. So it doesn't matter what it looks like back there. Okay. Put that in the bin. Let's do some eyelet work on here. Definitely. Okay, eyelet here. One there. I think I'm going to put an eyelet right here as well. Yep. One right here. Yeah, I'm going for the same corners. I don't know why. I just am. Because that's where they're going to go. Should I put another one right there? I kind of want to put one there too. And this one, definitely on this side because there's no other place to put it. Alrighty. Let's see here. I think this will be finishing touches here for these. And we will be done with our large clusters here. Tim Holtz clusters, if I could speak. There we go. And at this point, you can even put dangles on it if you wanted. I'm going to do an episode where I show you how to do these mini layered label dangles that I make. They're so cute on a cluster. So cute. All right. I think we are done. Put this somewhere. All right, you guys. What do you guys think? We are done. Let me get this stuff out of the way so you guys can see the end results here. Nope. You know what? We're not done. I forgot something. We got to do some speckling on here. I'm going to grab, this is Ground Espresso in Archival ink from Ranger. And I'm just going to put some spots on here just to grunge it up a little more. Give it a little bit more interest. Yeah. There and there. And right there. This guy right here. Yes. 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 Final touches for sure. Yo, yes. Yes. Absolutely. More spots. Now they're done. No, they're not. Up there. Right there. Here. Definitely on this label. Right there. I like it. Now they're done. Or now I'm going to stop, rather. No, they're done. They're good. Alright, so what do you guys think? We are done with the 4. And it only took us, well, an hour. A little over an hour. I think they came out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I will definitely be putting my supplies in there, hopefully tonight, so get this thing uploaded soon, because it is Friday. I am a day late. And if you guys are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified anytime I upload new content. There will be links to our Etsy store, to our Ko-fi site for free ephemera, and now to our Instagram account, so please tag us on Instagram if you make any of these things that you're making with us. And since we have hit our 500 subscriber milestone, I'll be putting up even more ephemera. I know I promised to put some up already. I'm going to be putting up even more free stuff. I just got to figure out what. I have to go through my stash and find something special for you guys. That's what I want to do. What else? I think that's it. So thank you guys for joining me tonight for the Let's Make Stuff Friday episode number 2. Hope you guys had fun and hope you liked the clusters. So let me see what you guys make and go make some stuff. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you later. Love you. Bye.